Hello students, myself Dr. Seema Pattevar from Sanjini Institute of Pharmacy and Research, Kopargaon. I am here to teach you subject Pharmaceutics 1, that is from Diploma in Pharmacy, and our today's chapter is Introduction to Dosage Form. It is one of the important chapter as far as your exam is concerned. On completion of this session, you would able to know about importance of dosage form, various classes of dosage form or classification of dosage form. So look at these images. So can you identify the following images? Yes, it is a tablet. These are the tablets, capsules. These are the parenteral preparations or injections. This is the liquid oral preparations. These are the dentifrices. This is in powder form. This is in paste form. So, some questions may be in your mind. Why we have to use dosage form? What are the examples of the dosage form? What is the importance of dosage form? So, this is the session to question such type of answers. So, before going to the actual classification of dosage form, we will see some definitions which are important for your syllabus or important for your understanding. Drugs. So what is the definition of drug actually, or it can be asked in exam also. So drugs, all medicines for internal or external use of human being or animal, or all substances intended to be used for or in diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of any disease in human being or animal, including preparations applied on human body for the purpose of repelling insects like mosquitoes. Though this definition is somewhat difficult, or the language of this definition is difficult, I will simplify this definition as all medicines for internal or external use of human being or animal. Means what? The medicines for internal means by taking through oral route, external use means for topical use such as creams, lotions, ointment, likewise for human being or animal. So this is the definition of drug. Another definition, all substances intended to be used for or in diagnosis. Which type of disease is the patient suffering from? Treatment, what treatment is given to that particular patient? Mitigation, to reduce the symptoms of that particular disease, that is called as the mitigation. Prevention, to avoid the disease, that is called as the prevention in human beings or animal. Including preparation such as insect repelling preparation for the mosquitoes. Then next definition is the dosage form. Dosage form is a transformation of pure chemical compound into a predetermined form by admixing drug component with non-drug component. Means what? Transformation means conversion of pure chemical compound. If the chemical compound is in powder form, that will get converted into the tablet, that is the predetermined form. Means we are converting that particular powder into the tablet by admixing drug with the other component or non-drug component. The drug which is having the therapeutic property and non-drug component, they are not having any therapeutic property. So we will see in the next definition, that is the excipient. Excipient means what? Non-drug component. They are not having any therapeutic property. These are the ingredients which along with the active pharmaceutical ingredient, that is the drug, make up the dosage form. Example, suspending agent, emulsifying agent, coloring agent, etc. The excipients are used to give a particular shape to the formulation. to increase the stability, to increase the palatability, or to give the more elegance to the preparation. Means what? These are the non-drug component. They are not having any therapeutic property as that of the active pharmaceutical ingredient. Active pharmaceutical ingredient means what? Drug. And non-drug component means what? Excipient. Example of excipients are suspending agent that is required for suspension, emulsifying agent that is required for emulsion, coloring agent that is required for any oral type of preparation or another dosage form. The excipients are used to give a particular shape to the formulation, such as to increase the stability, to increase the palatability. Palatability means what? The patient can easy to take that particular preparation if you are adding syrup to that bitter drug. So then elegance, the coloring agent may add elegance to the particular drug. That is the function of that particular excipient. The next is the dose. A specified quantity of therapeutic agent or drug or medicine prescribed to be taken at one time or stated interval. Means how much that particular preparation should be taken at one time or two times, in the morning or in the evening. Such quantity of dose, that is a 2 ml, 3 ml, 4 ml, 1 tablet, 2 tablet. This is called as the dose. Okay. The next point or important for exam is the importance of dosage form, which is very, very important. It can be asked for 3 marks for your exam. To protect the drug from oxidation, hydrolysis, reduction. Example, coated tablet, sealed ampoules, etc. What is the meaning of this? If the drug is directly given, the drug may react with the atmosphere and there may be such type of reaction, that is oxidation, hydrolysis and reduction type of reaction, and the drug may get degraded or it does not having any that therapeutic property. So the tablet should be coated. Means if you coat the tablet, the drug will get protected from such type of degradation reaction. Second point, to protect the drug from the destructive effect of gastric juice. Example, enteric-coated tablet. Means if you coat the drug by enteric coating material, it will directly disintegrate into the intestine, not into the stomach, because some drugs are there which get destructed or which get deteriorate due to stomach pH. So for such type of drug, enteric coating is given to the drug. Third one, to provide a safe and convenient delivery of accurate dose. Example, tablet and capsule. Next, to cancel the bitter taste or bad odor of the drug. Example, capsule, coated tablet or flavored syrup. Next, to provide the optimum drug action in inhalation therapy. Example, aerosol. Next, to provide the drug for the insertion into the body cavities. Example, suppository. So meaning of this we will see in detail in the definition section. So don't worry about that. Next is next point of importance of dosage form, to provide the sustained release action to control the drug release mechanism. Example is the sustained release tablet, capsule or suspension. So there are some sustained release tablets are available in the market. They give slow action when given orally. Second, next, to provide the maximum drug action from topical administration such as cream, ointment, ophthalmic preparation, ENT, ear, nose, throat preparation. To provide the liquid dosage form of that particular drug which are insoluble or unstable in different vehicle. Example is the suspension. Means if the drug is insoluble into that particular vehicle, we can form the suspension dosage form. Next, to provide the liquid dosage form of drug which are insoluble in a suitable vehicle. Example is the solution. to provide the drug within the body tissues. Example काय? Example injection means the drug is directly given to the blood circulation. Many drug dosage forms can be easily identified from their distinct color, shape or identifying marking. So these are all the importance of dosage form. You can write any 8. Then this is the classification of dosage form: solid, liquid and semi-solid. Means dosage form is broadly classified into solid, liquid and semi-solid. Then this is the sub-classification of solid dosage form. It is divided into two: bulk dosage form and unit dosage form. Bulk dosage form again divided into two: for internal use, for external use. Example for internal use is fine powder. Example for internal use is granules and effervescent granules. Then for external use, dusting powder, dentifrices, insufflation, etc. For unit dosage form, examples are tablet, capsules, powders and pills. So this is the tablet and capsule picture. Next is the liquid dosage form. Liquid dosage form again divided into two: monophasic and biphasic. Monophasic for internal use, example solution, syrup, spirit, elixir, tinctures, drops. For external use, liniment, lotion, throat paint, eye drop, ear drop, gargles. Biphasic again divided into two: solid in liquid, example suspension, liquid in liquid, example is emulsion. Then semi-solid dosage form, it is divided into 3: for internal use, for external use and for rectal use. Example for internal use, avleha. Example for external use, ointment, paste, creams and jellies. Examples for rectal use, suppositories and pessaries. So, summary of this session: meaning of dosage form, importance of dosage form and classification of dosage form. So we have learned from this session such points. So here are some questions. You should answer this question, or if you are facing any difficulties, you can directly ask to me. Okay. So frequently asked question from this session: definition of dosage form, classification of dosage form, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of liquid dosage form. Such type of question can be asked in your exam. This is for 1 mark, this is for 3 mark, this is for again 2 marks. Okay. So this is the end of the session. Bye.